Good morning, everybody. This is Vesa from Riga, from the NOMEC course in Latvia. Together with my colleague Andis, we are sitting in the lounge on the 11th floor of a nice hotel where we have the one-week course going on with the NOMEC course. And one part of this course is also to take part in the European weather briefing. I'm happy to see we also have participants from different parts of the world. Everybody's welcome. 20 sites connecting to this briefing today. I'm just like to introduce you, your presenters today. We have Elin from Iceland, Andis from Latvia, and Tamás from Hungary. They have all their regions. Europe is divided between these three meteorologists, and they will tell you about their region and the weather today, and I hope you will enjoy. Andis, you are ready to take over? Sorry for this, Elin. But Andis is ready to start now with the eastern and northeastern part of Europe, and we'll check you later on. Okay, Andis, feel free to go.
Hello, everybody. My name is Andis. I will start to talk about the northeastern Europe and about the region over the Baltic Sea. So sorry for the not convenient start, but okay, let's go ahead with the eastern part of Europe. I wanted to start from the top, so from the and go slowly to the bottom, to the surface. So as you see in this image, it's a water vapor channel satellite image with the isotachs or jet stream. So the two things that I wanted to show you is for the water vapor image, you can see some cyclonic features going on. So here in the region of Denmark and also in the region of Ukraine. So you have you can already start to think and start to guess about what's going on in these regions. Also, I want to indicate the jet stream over here. It's not quite strong. It's approximately 40 meters per second, and the direction is from south to north. But otherwise, in other regions, there is no strong jet stream going on. So we will stick to this Baltic Sea region more later on the later slides. So just keep in mind this image. If we go a little bit further down, we can look at the relative humidity at 700 hectopascals. Sorry for that. Yeah. And still, as a background, it remains a water vapor image. So, three main humidity zones. I think you can see already. The one that remains over the Baltics and Baltic Sea. The other one that could be connected with the cyclone and cyclonic movement on the water vapor image over the Ukraine. And there is the third zone over northwestern Russia and Finland. And we can also see some areas with the dry air. And one of them is like the cyclone center, I can tell, over the Ukraine. And also important thing that I want to show and indicate is the region in northwestern northwestern Russia or northeast in this map. So just remember these things and maybe you can already indicate where are the cloud zones and also some precipitation could be going on. Now we go a little bit further down. This is a map of, it should be a GIF. Let's see if it will start to make a GIF animation. So this is the ECWF data model data geopotential and temperature of 850 millibars. Right now you see a time of 00 UTC, but it should be also a 3, 6, and 9. If it's not loading, then I will describe it as the things that you see right now. So in the GIF, you could see that the two main cyclones that we saw, like the cyclone structures that we saw on the water vapor image, were the ones over the Denmark and over the Ukraine. And as you can see, it's also visible on the 850 millibar map. And the GIF indicates that these strokes of low are slowly filling up, and they are losing their influence on all this region. As well, we can see that this region over here, which was the one with the dry air, is with the highest geopotential, and so it's still strengthening up. So this is a place for an anticyclone. And from the movement, which unfortunately is not visible right now, there is a small trough right here. Some interesting troughs there. I was indicating the place for some interesting low pressure trough in. So I will find again. Yeah, okay, great. So a little trough over the Baltics and also the Baltic Sea. So one thing that I wanted to show also is the temperature gradient here, but we will get in details that in the next slide. Yeah, everything's correct. Yeah, this one is the right one. Okay, so now we are getting a little bit lower. So right now, this is already equivalent thickness of 850 and 1000 hectopascal, and as a background, it's infrared channel. So this is more like a question to you and interaction with you. I wanted to know where is the highest temperature gradient. Maybe you can show some stars. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, maybe you can. Yeah, I'm seeing the right things. Okay, yeah, this is the place I wanted to see some stars. Also, yeah, here also I can agree. Okay, and yeah, the main thing that I wanted to concentrate is over here, which is the. Can we clean this? Okay, great. Yeah. A bit different interface for Wes, so sorry about the inconvenience. Yeah, I completely with you and with the highest temperature gradient over the Lithuania and left. And what I wanted to tell you about it is also visible here in cloud microphysics, RGB. So here we can see a multi-layer cloud over this area where you put all the stars. You can also indicate not only the thick high clouds in the red color, but also some yellowish colors in between that shows also the low clouds. And as an interesting thing is also the low clouds over this region, where especially in Belarusia, this is the image from 00 UTC. So afterwards in the morning, there were some mist and fog in pretty wide areas over the northeastern part of the Belarusia. And if we go even further, then this zone that you indicated is here seen in infrared as well and in radar. And in the radar image, you can also see the precipitation zone that was happening in the 00 UTC. It already has continue to move northwards, northeastwards. So, and the main thing that I wanted to conclude on this slide, and this is my last slide, is the precipitation going on western part of Latvia right now, and also on the second part of the night. It was already going on. So there is a precipitation, continuous precipitation, continuous rain. We have a warning also issued for a precipitation amount of 15 to 25 millimeters, and there is also a little possibility of sleet as well. And for right now, if you saw in the beginning, Weather showed some video images of Riga right now, so it's still sunny for Riga, which is here. But we have still in the western territories, we have a continuous rain with heavy precipitation as a sum of the rain. And that's basically, for me, that's it. So thank you, everyone. And I will give microphone to Vesa.
Thanks, Andis.
Okay,
So Thomas, maybe you would like to take over.
So we have seen a little chilly start again today's morning, and I thought it would be a good quick question or a quick game in connection this cold morning today. So the question is, it's a tricky game, where was the 2 meters temperature near 0 or below 0 degrees in the last night? And please put a star or mark into this map. In this targeted area, I try to show a circle, and the important remark, it's Central and Southern Europe, and not in the mountains area. And I am waiting for your answers. So, is the minimum temperature in the last 12 hours in the last night, and it was a good agreement, a good coincidence in this region. I try to show this region, if I am not wrong, and there were some stars over Germany and Benelux states and France, and it was a really chilly night. Okay, and about a zone from Baltic Sea, I mentioned Andes across Carpathian Basin and Northern Balkan, and I try to show it. Wait a minute, it's a newcomer in this tool. Useful. Okay, maybe, and across Italy to the Iberian Peninsula, to the ocean, and let's move on to the next image. It's made pseudo-equivalent temperature at 850 hectopascal, so 6 UTC, at 6 UTC, and it's pseudo-equivalent temperature. It's very similar to thickness that was mentioned, and this thickness between two layers, 800 and 850 and 1000 hectopascal. It can be used for analysis, and it can be analyzed frontal zone, and this area I tried dissipating clouds and dissipating precipitation, and this area it's Mediterranean, Western Mediterranean, and over Iberian Peninsula precipitation were observed from Sinop, and I focus on this area is Western Mediterranean and the southwestern part of continent, and mid and higher levels. I try to jump. So I hope it can be seen. It's a water vapor image, 6.2, and overlaid 500 hectopascal wind green, and geopotential height, and it's blue, and it can be seen a huge trough, and in the peripheral area it can be found a trough. This trough is very rapid moving and traveling from western parts of Iberian Peninsula and the Atlantic Ocean to the east and the northeast. I try to draw it, and it's the main feature in this day, in this afternoon, and I try to clear it. Okay, and the trough axis may be here, and four sides of the trough, ahead of the trough, positive vorticity advection can be found from the models. I checked ECM-WF, and it's connected to clouds and precipitation developing mainly in the western Mediterranean area. And anyway, it's a pretty good zonal, quasi-zonal flow is present, and with a strong jet in this region, southern parts of Europe and Mediterranean states, and dark stripe, it can be observed in this region, and I hope maybe it can be seen, and clouds mainly mid and upper level clouds in connection with jet, and really strong jet can be found. And let's jump a bit higher to the 300. Okay, it's a 300 hectopascal wind speed with yellow and orange. Yellow means 40 meter per second, and orange means 50 meter per second. And it's a very nice jet streak is located over western part of this western part of Mediterranean area, and over Spain, and is jet, and the jet streak is moving and stretching from west to the east and the northeast. I try to mark. Okay, and the axis of jet may be this line, and it's a interesting situation today, because we saw earlier, I mentioned the frontal zone in the lower layer was situated maybe here, and jet streak and the left exit region of the jet is crossing in this hour, and in this afternoon, this frontal zone, and it may be we can see a front intensification by jet stream. I try to draw. Maybe this is the left exit region of the jet streak, and it can be found divergency upper level in the upper level, and its upper motion is generating by this divergency, and clouds are developing and precipitation is forming in this region. Meanwhile, this earlier mentioned frontal zone section is dissipating and weakening in this area from Hungary to the northeast. And okay, and let's move on. Time is running up, and the next slide. But it's maybe HRV animation, and I should wait 4 seconds. At early morning hours HRV animation, and we can see some low-level features. For example, low clouds, maybe here, but it's clear in the Czech Republic, over the Czech Republic, and some patchy fogs in the valley, maybe Slovakia and Romania is melting away from sunrise, and some cumulus clouds are traveling southern part of Italy and Sicilia. It's maybe elevated cumulus clouds, and over Czech Republic highly clouds, maybe from stretching to the mountain range.